for some of the features that it has, or just the things that kind of I like on it, what I kind of found that I don't like. But so far, hasn't been much things I don't like, that's for sure. First off, this is the FX Limited. It's the Cruiser Edition, the SVHO. This is really the best that they have to offer for Yamaha for 2021, which is pretty dope. It's a little wet, I rinsed it down. Yeah, so the ski itself, I gotta say, is super comfortable out when you get on the water. It just feels like really solid, no matter kind of what kind of conditions you're in. Even the rough, like we went out in the ocean the other day and it was rough out there, and I didn't feel that the ski at all was couldn't handle it, or the hull felt like it was gonna break or anything. It was solid, and for pretty much 18 grand, actually it might have been more. I gotta look at the invoice, but hell of an investment. The new 2021, the Limited, has this orange color, which they really didn't put much out there on the color. Even when I was at the dealership, they didn't have anything to kind of show it what it was. They had like renderings or something at the time. In person, this thing is fire. Has the accents on it. The 3-seater, the gray with the orange. So, like I said, in person, this thing is fire. On the water, definitely gets looks for sure. Not many things that I could say bad about the looks on this ski. It's, like I said, it's pretty sick. So if you were thinking about that part of it, it's very cool. Came with speakers, came with navigation, or a fish finder. I don't really want to go into each specific thing on the menu and stuff. It's kind of all self-explanatory. There's not really many different screens. It's kind of, and it's touch screen, changes color, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, it's been one of those things where I've just wanted to ride, so I haven't even played with it. So probably after the video, I'm gonna mess around a little bit more. But it's touchscreen, it works well. It's not hard to do. It's kind of easy to understand. You have the touch over here where you kind of hit the buttons. I think on the GP it's a different setup. This, you kind of scroll through here through the button, and then you have your touch screen to be able to kind of go into different features of it. Change the colors of the background, different things. It's, like I said, it's easy to use, and it does everything it needs to do and no more. It's good. The speakers that it comes with the Limited, which I don't have on me now, it's in my house, but they're good. They're definitely loud. Sometimes when I'm going super fast, I only have the one speaker because I do the navigation on the other. It's been definitely loud enough. I don't know if I even pay attention to it, because you're kind of paying attention to what's going on with the actual ride itself, but it's definitely good. And that's the reason kind of why I got the Limited, because the accessories, because you have to buy certain things. I think you save like maybe $100, maybe a little more, but the speakers we're going to end up using, one for my wife's ski that you could hook up Bluetooth, and I'll have the other one because that's all you really need out there. And then the navigation, which I didn't know, is hardwired into the actual ski itself. I didn't know that. It's one of those things you kind of find out after you got it. They didn't really explain it too much while I was they explained a lot of other stuff, but not that. So it seems like it's hardwired into the unit itself for power. So I guess it's right to the battery. Yeah, so I guess you would have to kind of move the wires over to get the speakers in, which you can. It's like, this is kind of the top part that you click the speaker into, and then you can adjust, you can snap it in with that. So you do the same thing with there, which I guess you could just push the wires to the bottom, no big deal. But I haven't done that yet. When it comes to position, you have to tilt bars now that you can use to kind of go up and down. I found myself playing with that a lot to kind of see exactly what I would like the most, which I kind of find it somewhere in the middle. But then I kind of was putting it higher at the end when I was going in the rough waters to stand up. Got the electric trim, which I was playing with. Any of you veterans out there that kind of use the trim level, I'm trying to figure it out, because I know when you put the trim down, it pulls the actual bow up, the front nose up, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it does much, so I keep it mostly in the middle. But if you're an expert at it, definitely throw a comment below. Inside the middle where there's storage, it's pretty deep. It has like a rubber inside, which if you threw your phone in there, because I know a couple of these reviewers out there, they don't own it, so they just kind of go, oh, it's pretty deep. It is deep, and if you threw a phone or something else in there, it's fine. I've gone through pretty high waves, which have actually gone over the whole hull of the ski and over the top, really, and nothing's got wet. Even the front part, where it's like even at the dealer, they're like, this can get wet. It wasn't wet at all, and it was completely saturated. Now I guess if you put the whole ski underwater, maybe something would happen there, and it would get wet. But for me, it didn't get wet at all, which is good to know. So that means when you're just going for like a normal ride or anything, unless you're really trying to jump waves and put this thing nose into the ocean or in the lake or wherever you're at, this thing's gonna be dry and good. Other than that, I probably would need some comments to kind of know what you would need to know, or what you want to know, because I know these aren't at the dealerships. I was one of the first people to get it. I think one other guy got it before me, but that was like all I've heard of. Some people are commenting that they have it on order, but there's something I can do to help with your decision in buying this particular model. Comment, and I'll try to help out and try to get you an answer. I did want to say that I got the GoPro and all the kind of attachments that go to be able to do like a better ride, and kind of show while I'm riding and not just being taped with it, and kind of maybe do a couple different angles of riding it. So I'm gonna do a lot of videos on this ski, and my wife actually has an FX Cruiser, not the limited, that I'll do in another video, and kind of race them out. And they both have a 1.8 supercharged engine, so I doubt there's going to be any difference in speed, but like I said, it'll be something worth checking out. So definitely like the video, share it if anybody else is into it, and subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be putting a lot more content on it and other toys that I have, and hopefully we can make some good stuff. Like I said, any questions, put it down below. I hope you enjoy.